Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Star Trek Fleet Command video, and today we're going to handle two topics in one. Yeah, just run it in like that, because we got this uncommon crystal grind that's, well, not that uncommon.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And you've also got a lot of people asking what miners do I go after and what faction miners do I start pouring resources into, and is there a difference in cost? We'll go over all of that today, as well as hopefully giving you a few ways that you can relieve the uncommon grind, because Scopely hasn't. I mean, I get that they have. I mean, they did add this, so I guess that's cool, I guess. If you want to spend your stellar particles on this instead of research. Whatever. Yeah, we did this, well, a couple months ago. We got a little bit of uncommon, but let's talk about the miners first. Let's start with that. So you get into your respecteds and your, loved and favoreds and all these, and you get miners available. You get miners available actually much earlier than this. You get them, see this Antares blueprint right here. I can build a whole nother one if I wanted to, and I'm currently favored with Romulan. If I went up to Consort, and see, I would be able to then get the Centurion and the Vocalist. So it's pretty early at 500k that you can start getting blueprints for the faction miners. But how they fare in terms of cost compared to, say, well, the Horizon. And what is the actual loadout? I can tell you right now that a maxed one of those is going to haul, depending on your research and Stan, over 3 million maxed. But you're going to spend a lot of crystal to do it. Now, here's a weird fact for you if you did not know. Whether it's the Romulan, the Klingon, or the Federation miner, all of them take crystal. You would think that they would be specific to the type of mineral that they mine. For example, the Valkyries gives you a bonus when going against gas or when gathering gas. So if we go into the actual shipbuilding menu, you can see the bonus, and we can, let's just do that. Let's just head over to that menu real quick. Thanks to the wonderful UI provided by Star Trek Lag Command. There we go. About time. That's what happens when you try to load everything in the game every time you click a button. So let's just go to the Vol keys. I have enough to build a whole nother set of these things because they start dropping like crazy. You see, tier 1, 70% increase to the mining rate of ore for the Vol keys. I think I said gas. But anyway, getting a bonus for ore, yet it takes crystal to upgrade. Then you go over to the Antares, which is Federation, so that's gas. You would think you use gas to upgrade this, which would actually be a problem because of the Enterprise, but no. It takes crystal, and thanks to the good people over at Elcars and Fartasia and Ripper and all those for the total cost there that you can see, that TCO command in Elcars. You can see all three of these costing the same number of uncommon and rare crystal. Now there is a slight difference for some reason when you get to the Cavort in terms of overall pricing for titanium and dilithium. I don't know why there's a difference there. I'm assuming Elcars, I haven't gone and tried to max them out. I'm assuming Elcars is right, but if you look here, we got it costs you a little bit more, like 400 million more trit, but less dilithium. I don't know why. So this actually makes the Cavort, depending on what you put more value in, you put more value in 400 million titanium, which is a lot of titanium. I'm sorry. Yeah, 400 million. Yeah, that's right, because it's 2.7 billion to max. Thank you, Elcars. Or do you put more value in about, 20 million dilithium? Obviously, I would probably put more value in the tritanium, because that's a lot of tritanium. So then I would not actually build this thing at all. But I kind of need it for more crystal mining, so that I can then wait on the refinery to pay out crystal. Now, speaking of the refinery, I will give a shout out to it. I don't know if anybody's noticed this year, we've been tracking this a lot the past couple of months. It's been fluctuating to a higher degree. Now, is it always consistent? No, because like they have said before, they're always adjusting things in the background. But my refinery has been paying out uncommon more consistently, and when it has, the numbers have been higher than normal. Now, of course, I'm going to pull these while making this video and get... Yeah, okay. Yep. I almost want to edit this part out, but you know what? This is the life of Star Trek Fleet Command. Like, things have been going well, and then when you go to tell people, they're like, show me proof, and you're like, okay. Yeah, that's Star Trek Fleet Command. So it's you know what? Everything I said was a myth. It was a myth. It never actually happened. Refinery rates weren't better. They were better for a little while. For about 2 weeks, I was able to get like 16s and stuff like that from the 715 pools, but they adjust things all the time. Why? Who knows? But they've admitted to us. It's not like I'm just speaking conspiracy theorists. I don't need my aluminum hat back out for that. They've already admitted. So you've got these 3 issues where you've got faction miners, which are really good. I mean, I've got my Horizon here. Now, I've only got a tier 5 because I scrapped my big one, but you can see that the protected cargo is 13K. The cargo capacity is 379 versus a tier 6 Cavort that's already at 1,024,000. So you're getting well over double tier to tier from a faction miner to a Horizon, but the Horizon is way cheaper to upgrade. I mean, far cheaper. And in fact, maxing out a Horizon, and this is just, you don't think about these numbers till you get to this level. You're like, wow. Maxing out a Horizon is only 280 million titanium and only 3,000 uncommon crystal. By comparison, you're looking at expending like 10 times the crystal to build the same maxing of a faction ship, and you're only getting double, well, about double the hauling rate in terms of the cargo capacity. Now that really does matter if you're a raider. It does. But does it matter as much when you're a miner? Yes and no. The mining rate is definitely improved, but we have officers now like the Little Borg Tribble that many of you have been able to grind for to events, and maybe you bought it or you won an auction or whatever. You have officers now that help with, you know, mining speed and things like that with protected cargo, and now there's more nodes out there, so there's less fighting over these things. There's honestly maybe an argument to be made where you just do Horizons. I mean, save all that crystal for upgrades and research, and save all that crystal for your Saladin maxing, or save that crystal for if you're going for the Gladius or the D4. I mean, just realistically, the faction miners are super expensive. So you see mine at tier 6. I'll show you some of the upgrades. For me to upgrade my mining laser, 81 million titanium, but you see the rares it starts costing 160 rares here at this level. And we will go to another one. I've got every type. So let's just go to, let's say our Antares is tier 6 and our Valkyries is tier 4. So let's pick the tier 4 one so we can look at some of the uncommons. So here's an upgrade for our mining laser. Whoo! 1,200 uncommon at tier 4. Now keep in mind, at tier 4, let's look at the ship. 1 million cargo capacity, yes. Protected, yes. But that mining bonus is not that much higher than what that Horizon we just looked at is, and the maxed Horizon is better than this. Do you want to blow 1,000 uncommon crystal just on the mining laser upgrade of a tier 4 going to tier 5 Valkyries? The cost of these is ridiculous, and you do have other bonuses like the warp range of the faction miners and things like that, and that can be important in game. But if you're talking about everyday use as 3-star mining, honestly, I really am leaning more towards, especially on my new account, I'm just going to max Horizon and skip faction miners for now. Later in the high 30s, when I need more of that warp range and stuff, faction miners might make more sense. But right now, the Horizon is going to do what I need to do. Remember, the Horizon maxed out will get you to that warp 40 range. So you can still go into deep parts of space. It might just take you a while to get there because you got to max out the ship first. But as we talk about cost, it's a far cheaper venture to do that. Now, real quick to talk about some of the uncommon they've added. You look at the event store, I did the math. If based on the amount of high salute I got, which was like 125,000, which is not near as much as some of you other people got, I could have gotten 328 uncommon crystal through the event store if I'd gone that. Now that seems really low to me, so I didn't. Also remember that Crucible of War is currently active. It's becoming a more reoccurring event, and I do this one every single time. I do the Cow Ship Reward Pack ×2 to get right at almost 80 crystal, 78 crystal, as well as 24 million titanium. I get these two every single time. In fact, I'll do them right here while we're sitting here because I have some stuff. Bam, here you go. 16K. And then I'll always come down and get the Armada Cow Pack. Always trying to do Armadas for the Alliance because you never know if you're going to get that full pull of the ship. So those are what I do every time Crucible of War rolls around. So it is nice that those crystal availability is there. And I will say, if you have to go to a faction miner, go with the Antares or the Valkyries, simply because you save the titanium and spend the exact same amount of uncommons. I don't know why, but that's the information L Cards has provided us, and they do a lot of hard work and research with Scopely. So there you have it. Stick to Horizon is honestly my best bet until you get to really high and you just need the warp range. Man, this game's expensive. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this, drop in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to assist and help you out and be there for you because I love you. That's why I have this passion in my heart for you in this game. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. And remember, I really do love you. Kisses. An even better outro than the intro. Yeah!